Good morning, all. Thank you so much for this opportunity because how much ever I want to tell, right? There should be somebody in the receiving end. So you all filled that space and you all gave that opportunity for for nourishing my passion and for sharing whatever I know. Uh, it could be right, wrong, or it could be just my experience. It might have made sense or it might not have made sense, but this platform, you don't know how much it is nourishing me. For all selfish reasons, I'm feeling so fulfilled and I'm feeling so happy that this space was available for me. Um, how much ever you cook, right? How much ever hard you try, you buy all the best ingredients, you put in all your love and effort, and you cook with lot of love. You try the best recipe, but what if there is nobody to eat that food? So I feel all of you I feel immensely grateful for all of you for giving this space, because the 6 months is not just that all gyan, red, green, and task and homework. It's not just that. We all have known each other. You all have been with me in my low times, and you all have been there. And I feel this journey cannot end here. It will keep going. I'm there for all of you for the entire life, and same, I'm sure you all are there for me. So I'm very, very grateful to all of you. So when I wanted to do this recap, right, I will share my screen. Yeah, so this one was in my desktop, so I couldn't share it last time. So if we want to just do a recap, I might have missed some, but I took help of Aishwarya's notes. So I might have missed, but it should be there. Most of it should be there. So I have explained all of you multiple times why I had taken all these three, because some of you joined for the phrase decluttering, some of you joined for mindfulness, but I'm sure it cannot just go as one dimension. Like one of you, some of you might feel more connected for mindfulness, but all of you would have experienced the decluttering space and all of you would be enjoying that space. So I think decluttering, we did all this, right? Like initially we took a buying freeze. Going forward also, this 2024, I really want all of you to start spending your money on your experiences. Like go for a deep cleaning of the home, go for spa, go for massage, go and take care of yourself. For that, you can spend whatever money you have. But I'm sure you will not really start hoarding things. You will not go buy handbag, wallet, or footwear, or unless you need it. But that doesn't mean that you're saving money and just keeping it in the account and only just keeping it as money. Make it as experience and give that experience as gift for your friends also, like maybe a nail spa or a pedicure or a massage or anything, right? Just give that as a gift for people. And we did handbag. I'm sure after every trip you will come back and clean the handbag. So make it as a practice. Footwear, definitely we will not start buying more, and whatever you have, start using. Medicines, I really wish you just pick it and then check the expiry date and throw it. That should be our, like the insurance, right? We buy insurance, health insurance, with a prayer that I never want to use it, right? Whenever you buy insurance, we always have that prayer, like, let anybody who is in need of it, the insurance company, if there is somebody who's in need of that insurance claim amount, let them get it. But when I pay, it is like it's like என்ன சொல்றது, அந்த கோயில் உண்டியல்ல போடுறதோ இல்ல Mui Madri, I've done my part. I don't want to use the insurance, or I never want to claim the insurance in Nanachida pay pandrathu. So keep your health dimension very good. So all the dress items, we have talked so much about the dress items. So I'm sure you're enjoying what you already have. Start wearing it. Wear nice, clean, and well-maintained dress every single day. Because I told you, right, all my dad's dress, when it was all neatly ironed, pressed, and it was one full bureau, we have just given it away. So இருக்கிறப்ப என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்க, just enjoy whatever you have every day. And sarees, nice sarees pictures, right? Karthika, Usha, எல்லாரும் நிறைய நல்ல நல்ல pictures எல்லாம் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க regular. So we will still have this group open. So continue to send nice pictures. And the divine time, as I told you, one thing that in 2023, almost consistently, all the days, I would say 95%, we have followed the divine time. And yesterday, my daughter was telling, wherever I go, even if I go to hostel or wherever I go, lifetime, I'm going to follow this divine time again, Solitrinda. So I'm sure it gives that sense of calmness. There is definitely a calmness. So continue with the divine time, and in puja room, see whatever you can declutter, continue. The linen bed sheets. So whenever a guest comes, we wash it, and then I mean, after the guests leave, every time we wash it, so it gives a good feel. And bathroom is such a meditative space with all the mindful bathing. Most of us now, we feel so good when we are in the bathroom. We are not talking to anybody. We are just with ourselves. So keep that bathroom sparkling clean. In our home also, I've just started telling the kids to clean it every day. Every day I have started cleaning. Sometimes I miss, but I started this practice of cleaning it every single day, and I told the kids also, at least wash the wash basin once, or the wall, or one portion of the bathroom. Try to clean it every day. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இப்பதான் சொல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கேன். Documents, photos, manuals, bill certificate. I'm sure you would have felt so overwhelmed to clean this. So see all the opportunities, how you can minimize. Like, we don't buy newspapers for so many years, and no magazines. And then and there, if you're getting the free pamphlet, then and there, just reject it. Tell that you don't need it. Like that visiting cards, எங்க அப்பா வச்சிருந்தாங்க இவ்ளோ visiting cards. I was just thinking, he never took it up, but he always had that habit of keeping it safe, and இவ்ளோ visiting cards இருந்தது. Nowadays, it is all there in Google. Just அது என்ன yellow page, or there is a website, right? Just dial or something. You will get all the numbers there. You have WhatsApp group, so no more visiting cards. Like that, we are holding on to the old habits, so you can let go all this. And I'm sure I'm hoping that whenever you are sending this out, all this can be sent for recycling. Do not dump it in the trash. Keep it in a cover and then give it for recycle. Same with electronics. I don't know, all the others, these papers also, at least if you send it to trash, it'll one day decompose. But electronic waste is becoming almost like a mountain in the world. ஒரு மலை மாதிரி சேர்ந்துட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கு. So at least from our end, we buy the right stuff and we use it for our lifetime, and we maintain it well, we respect it, we clean it, repair it, we keep it well. But if we decide to throw it, if we are not using it, then give it to that recycling company. I hope something is invented for making better use of the e-waste. Digital decluttering. So now at least I'm sure when you take pictures, you will not keep clicking like this. You will take 5 pictures, immediately check all the 5 and then delete the 2 or 3 which are repetitive or which are not needed. So take only one click. Refrigerator and kitchen. Let kitchen become your another puja space, a divine time, because we all spend our time in kitchen, and in the refrigerator, do not dump too many vegetables or fruits, and keep it as a regular practice. உங்க கண்ணுக்கு பட்டுச்சுன்னா immediate take it, throw it away if you don't need it. If you see something and you think that, oh, this has been lying there for some time, I'm not using it, I want to make this dish, immediately do make that dish. So the groceries hoarding it has become a, I mean, every home I'm seeing எவ்வளவோ பழைய பட்டாணி பருப்பு அது இதுன்னு வாங்கி வச்சுட்டு அதை நம்ம குக் பண்ணாமே வச்சிருப்போம். அதுக்கப்புறம் but we keep buying other things. So use whatever groceries you have. How much ever I tell, last week I saw pumpkin seeds. I think I had put it in a container because last couple of weeks and months I'm not here, it is all gone waste. Then I realized every time I buy pumpkin seeds, it's going waste. So next time I should buy in a very small quantity, or I should buy only when I really, really want to use அந்த மாதிரி நினைச்சேன். So, and keep washing all those containers every time it is empty. Before you refill, wash it, dry it, and nicely wipe it, and then refill. The grocery filling teach it to your family members, and even the refrigerator loading after you bring all this vegetables and fruits, right? Take help from the family members to fill the kitchen pantry and refrigerator. Cutlery, serving vessels, cooking vessels. So as you saw last time, try to see if you can get all the stackable ones. That way it will not take too much space. And when cooking, you would have realized that you will have 1 or 2 favorite vessel. You will want to use only that vessel again and again. You might have realized that, right? You don't pick everything. And ஒரு வர்சட்டினா அதுதான் நம்மளுக்கு ரொம்ப ஃபேவரட்டா இருக்கும். திருப்பி அதுவே யூஸ் பண்ணலாமான்ட்டா இருக்கும். That's all I have. And we also decluttered our daily routine. We made the pie chart. You remember? That pie chart would have told you that you have a lot of time. You cannot tell I don't have time. So continue to check. Now, if you make the pie chart, it will be even more better, I think. Did I miss anything in decluttering?
Living room.
Decoratives.
Yeah.
Decoratives. Do you want to gift anybody any decorative? You want to come to anybody's home with decorators, but you can get it. Like sometimes, I told you about that elephant statue I have, right? One of my friends, she has warned me that I'm going to come to your home and check if you have that elephant or not. அதனால நான் இதை வச்சுட்டு போவேன், எங்காச்சும் யாருக்காச்சும் எடுத்து கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா பாருங்கன்னு மிரட்டிட்டு போயிருக்காங்க. So whenever I see that elephant statue, I really remember her. So that way I thought maybe that was the purpose. People want us to remember. So if whenever you see their gift or the item related to them, you might remember them. But don't clutter anybody's home by giving them a lot of decoratives. Okay? So that's what we did in decluttering. It's quite an effort, definitely. I sincerely appreciate all of you because so many hours of work you all have put in this, right? You might have spent a lot of time. I'm happy that there is more space created, and because it is a 6 months program, right? Initially, I did this for 1 week, 5 days, 5 items decluttering, just 5 categories. அப்போ விட In the 6 months, we have been discussing this item by item, category by category. So it has really synced in for all of you, definitely. And it will become a lifetime habit. It will become a usual routine for you. Do you all agree?
Yes.
That's what we did in decluttering. And in mindfulness, we did a lot of activities, like all our self-care. If you see the activities for mindfulness, it is all self-care, right? So this anyway we are going to do every single day. Why not do it mindfully, right? So brushing, bathing, oral care, food care. In my Aishwarya is there in Porkalam. So the Porkalam program which I launched, we have all elders. So I'm telling all of them to do all this self-care activities. So when I talk about the oral care to them, you should really see how much they are struggling to keep their teeth safe. We should also have the wish that whatever teeth we have right now, we keep it safe till our last date, right? So better take a good care of it. Same with eye care, and so eye care and did I miss here? I think I missed some here and left hand writing. Initially we did, right? To bring that 100% focus. We got that mindfulness. Listening to a song is my favorite activity. To all of you really participated well. You all shared your songs. The flower observation might sound like a very simple activity, but that is like it's a soul triggering activity, because when we saw so many flowers, after that also, whenever I see any tiniest flower also, I see that it has a purpose in life. It is created tiny for a reason. It is created in that color for a reason. And when we see that small tiny flower, I didn't have my phone that time, but I could have taken a picture and sent. But that one tiny flower I saw, I felt so, என்னவோ தெரியல ஒரு மாதிரி பண்ணுச்சு. It has a reason why it is there in the world. It might live only for a day or two, but it's just there. Whether people accept it or not, whether people like it or not, whether people admire that flower or not. அது ஏதோ ஒரு இதுல கூட சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, flower வந்து you you just see it, it still gives its fragrance. You crush it, it still gives you the fragrance. You take it and make it a garland, it still gives you fragrance. You throw it away, it still gives you fragrance. Whether you take care of it or crush it, it still gives its fragrance. It's the nature of the flower. அந்த மாதிரி தான் even us. Our nature is to be loving. Whether people behave good to us, rude to us, whether they receive the love or throw our love, whether they appreciate or whether they criticize us, whatever happens, our true nature is to be loving. It hits so hard. And we are all different flowers. One is jasmine, one is rose, one is anything, carnation. Each one of us are so unique, just like all these flowers. We appreciate, we should start appreciating all the differences, but still flower is a flower. The flower observation is a great activity. And all the other activities, we do it every single day. So let us do it mindfully. And all the five senses, and the five senses கொண்டு வரதுக்காக தான் eyes observation. Did we do the smell activity? I don't remember. I don't know. But so it's all that five senses. Use your five sense. Night routine, I think we did it. We did that night routine, right? How mindfully how we clean our bedroom, how we get into our night routine, write the journal, and after all the brushing, we started doing the night brushing. So I think all these mindful activities will there be in your mind. That uncomfortable communication, we did it in the last week, right? I hope you all got some opportunity to do that. Self-acceptance, we did a very detailed activity. I had asked you how much percentage you all accept yourself right now. And then by now, it would have definitely improved. And facing the judgment and fear, nicely, Jaypriya, she went to the clinic with oiled hair, and that has so much of, I mean, that's the way you can face that fear. We do everything during the day, throughout the day, whatever we do it for that acceptance or to please others, to impress others. So doing something to face that fear will make you feel so empowered. It's okay. Let them think whatever they want to think. இதே ட்ரெஸ் நேத்து போட்டுட்டு போனேன், இன்னைக்கும் இதே ட்ரெஸ் போட்டுட்டு போனேன், வாட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஹேப்பன்? தி வேர்ல்ட் வில் ஸ்டில் கண்டினியூ டு ஆப்ரேட். அது இன்னும் சுத்திட்டு தான் இருக்க போகுது, எல்லாமே நடந்துட்டு தான் இருக்க போகுது. This doesn't, it is only in our mind about whatever judgment people are going to make. It's actually the first, we talked about this, right? The judgment is just our imagination, what others will think. So who's creating it? It is us. We are actually creating them. It's our invention. And then mindfulness, we also have this divine time. Did I miss any activity? Quite a lot, guys. You should really appreciate, you should feel fulfilled. 6 months, lot of effort from all of you. Now I can see every week when I give 3 homework, sometimes, I mean, middle of the program, I understood that you all felt very overwhelmed, right? But it's all worth it, right? Now you're all let free. You can do whenever you want and however you want. This is my favorite one. So we are going to talk about the spiritual dimension, but as I always tell, the first thing we started was becoming aware, right? This is one thing that I couldn't get time to do it because you all were already feeling very overwhelmed about the activities I gave. But I wanted to go deep dive into each of this, but that's okay. Just be aware that you have all this, right? So I had mentioned here that the fear comes out of anxiety or depression, right? It might be about your past or it might be about the future. Most of time we have this fear. Just be aware of it. That's it. You don't have to analyze. You don't have to understand. I am having grudge. I am having guilt. Just a second. So the first step is to become aware of all this. And then the second is to accept. We did this also, right? We observed complaints for a week and then we slowed down multiple times, twice, I think. Twice it was given us activity. So accepting that we have this and then just observing where we are in the spiral and then slowing down. Any of you remember all this? Do you want to share what we did here? Taking action. I want to hear from you. One of you? Yeah, Sneha. No, you're in mute.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So, like what I realized during that activity that week was, uh, this time, whenever there is any incident or like um, some situation that I am in, um, the main focus was not what the other person is feeling or uh, what is the right thing to do or something like that, but instead my focus was what becoming aware of what I am feeling. So the whole intensity of anything had reduced. So just by becoming aware, I was taking like a back seat to my own life and letting it flow, kind of uh, mm, like feeling that uh, that I don't have to do something immediately. I don't have to make the situation all right immediately. Like that sort of anxiety went off because the focus was now on becoming aware of my emotions. And because of that like one attempt, because you gave it as a homework and I did it, now it is like once you experience it, it's almost like you can't go back to your previous self. So now it is happening naturally without having it as an activity or a homework. That is the default that is happening, and almost it is affecting every dimension of our life, being aware, and it gives like it slows you down, pauses, and reduces the intensity of any at least negative uh, emotion.
Yeah. Thank you, Sneha. So, so it's all seed, I would say. It's all there in your mind. It will just sprout whenever it's needed and whenever there is an opportunity. So if we are doing any action, you can either do it with love or you can do it without love. It's always a choice, right? We discussed this and we practiced this also. There is something that you have to do. You can either do it with love or without love. It's always a choice and you can choose it. And a couple of weeks back, we discussed communication is the magical key. Communication will help you a lot. You might go through anything, but then you should be able to communicate it. You should be able to express it out. So these are the actions. This is something very intense, but I'm so glad that some seed has been already put for this. Coming to know what you want. This is definitely a very big effort from all of you. So we did this for health. We wrote the self-acceptance score, if you remember, and family lifestyle. We did time management, relationship. We wrote the score for all relationship. I'm sure now it is all different. And we also did a communication part, right? Like what do you want to talk to each one of them? Profession we don't have. In finance, we discussed about arigato. Travel, most of you, all of you had reflected so beautifully. And bucket list, social contribution and spirituality. Spirituality we are going to talk today. We talked a little bit last week, but social contribution list was my favorite. I took lot of inputs from all your list. How I can become a better giver, and bucket list was another interesting topic. We stayed there for almost 3-4 weeks, right? We all wrote our bucket list. little by little. Then we spend time in fulfilling some of the bucket list. Naigi, you want to share something? Yeah.
Kanchana, after writing bucket list, right? Recently I was going through, many has done, for example, I want to give my son's iPhone and all, it got fulfilled, and math tutoring and many things, right? It automatically started. I'm so happy that after revisiting, let me close the door. After writing down, right, all the opportunities came up, and I'm learning Silambam, Silambam the last 2 months I'm doing. Oh my God, I love the time. Weekly twice from online I'm taking it. And after while visiting only, because everything was there. After putting it down, the universe has brought everything to me, and 2023 was amazing. So yeah, you are like my like my life coach. I got you and many friends, my search, what am I doing? Am I doing wrong? Those answers I got it. But still, I know it's a never-ending process. I'm gonna work on it. But I got some seed, So this is amazing. No words to thank you. Yeah, please don't close the group. I want to be with you all.
The trio one is also there. Oh my God, I forgot. I thought I'll invite trio one today, but I forgot. Yeah. Geeta, it's a
Yeah, it's the same. Like when you write something without putting some efforts, also sometimes it's happening. I was like, yeah, what is the power of writing? I like small things also. You will struggle a lot. You will think a lot. But the moment when you write, it happens automatically. When I have experienced this one, like yeah, and I have observed one of my architect. He will write everything in the paper. It's so neat that even a school, like one project, you can read his book, you can understand. I understood the power of writing through him also. Like he writes a very perfect, like yeah, writing is very good, I feel.
great. Thank you, Geeta. So it's quite an effort, guys. You all did awesome. நிஜமாலுமே எவ்வளவு வேலை பண்ணிருக்கீங்க பாத்தீங்களா? It's quite a lot of effort. You should really appreciate yourself. It's not just a workshop. It's not just one person giving lectures and you are hearing it. And you all might have had so many commitments this time. Friday night, late up but still you all woke up every single Saturday. So quite an effort, and sincerely I appreciate all of you. Give a pat on the back. You all did awesome. So the recap really helps to see what all we have done. We've done a lot. Now is the time to go be on our own. No red, no green. Last few weeks away, the pressure you're let free, but that really helped. So I sincerely want to thank Anusha, Aishwarya for tracking it. I know how difficult that process is. More than doing the homework, tracking red and green, that really helped me a lot. Thank you both. Vote of thanks, Maria. line Okay, so and also the feedback that I have got from all of you, how to improve this, I have noted it down. How the WhatsApp can be organized to go and see everybody's homework. Adalla, I have noted it down. So trio 3 is going to be even more intense, or maybe I don't want to give that overwhelming feeling of that homework. Maybe I'm thinking I'll extend it for 10 months. I'm still thinking in my mind. But definitely there will be a redesign of trio, little bit different than how it was 1 and 2. And my request is, before I move on to the spirituality part, I request all of you to share your real experience, that real change in you, or the real few takeaways. I mean, it may not be a very long one, but the real impact that has caused in you as a voice note or an audio note or a video note or written down, that will really help in people to understand what they can get out of Trio 3. So I request all of you to spend some time this week and share your testimonials or feedback. I will use it for the Trio 3. Okay. Sneha, yeah. Tell me.
Hello. Like I was wondering that we are all women in this batch, right?
Yeah.
So if like men also join it, the curriculum will change or it will still be the same?
It will definitely be the same, but actually, I wish you all met my husband. He's the real driving force behind all this. But without his knowledge, okay, without his knowledge, he's the one who has put lot of. He is the one who challenged me the most for all this. And whenever I come over the challenge, I get an idea and I implement it. So we discuss a lot about Trio. I keep telling about how it is going and all. Having men will definitely be of a different energy, Sneha, but as we discussed, mm, the manufacturing is different, right? So they cannot sit and write down. They cannot patiently wait to hear this. And in most of the homes, like Nike also is telling, most of the homes they're already following minimalist and they are already insisting on all whatever I am telling. But it's
My
so
husband
easy.
is jealous of you, Kanchana, so much.
So
Like I can understand. I somehow feel like I can't recommend it to the men in my life, sort of feeling I'm getting. But I can see that some of them are also stuck with limiting beliefs, lot of family limiting beliefs, and it pains me to watch people like being stuck and like telling themselves that's all I can do. What else can I do? Like that attitude I see in few people, and I don't know how to help them. But I think that for men I cannot recommend this. Uh, right? I mean, it doesn't work for them. For them, it's something else. The mechanism.
yeah. No, I understand what you're telling me. I mean, I have no discrimination. I'm okay for everybody to join, but it takes time and it needs a lot of openness. I asked my husband to, even though he talks everything what Nandini talks, but I asked him to attend Lakshana's or Nandini's programs. But I don't know, whenever they feel like, yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, Raji, you wanted to share something?
இல்லக்கா நான் I was wondering already நீங்க when you put out this notice for Trio 2 no does not mention it is only for women. Okay, it is a general announcement தான். நானே நினைச்சேன் do men ever sign up அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சேன். So
No,
yeah, the topic
so far
is on.
nobody. So far nobody. பொற்காலம்லயே என்னாச்சுன்னா ராஜி, பொற்காலம் is for the elders, right? I started that 6 months program. I was hoping to see as couples only, but ஒரே ஒரு அப்பா மட்டும் சேர்ந்திருக்காங்க, எல்லாம் அம்மா தான். So initially I think he also felt a little bit odd, but now he's okay. But I don't know, on the programs and in some of the challenges like this cooking related challenges, I have seen couple of men also joining in the soup challenge, salads, அதுலலாம் men join பண்ணாங்க. But it's okay. Whenever if they feel inspired and connected, anybody can join.
I don't have a very என்ன சொல்றது ஒரு தாராளமான அவுட்லுக் எனக்கு இல்ல. I feel like how dare they think they don't need all these things in their life. அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி I feel like
I see it as I see it as இப்படிதான் மேனுஃபேக்சர் ஆயிருக்கோம் நாம. நம்மளுக்கு வந்து we are so as ladies, right, we want to hear everyone's experience and then we want to relate to them, we want to feel connected to them, we want to be associated with people, right? Like, and the need வந்து most of the men don't have it. They all already feel they are perfect in all ways. Most of them feel that way. But we always feel that we have some gap. Can I fill it from here? இங்கிருந்து நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பெட்டர் ஆகலாமா? I think we are in that kind of அந்த அன்னைக்கு தப்படு பத்தி பேசணும் அந்த மாதிரி it is the manual அந்த மாதிரி நினைக்கிறேன். மேனுவலி அந்த மாதிரி.
சொசைட்டி
one
மேட்டர்
thing.
தான் இல்லைங்களா? ஏன்னா நம்ம ஊர்ல இருக்கோம். அப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா காமெடி எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா மென்ஸ் வேலை செய்யறது பத்தி தான் இல்லையா? ஆனா இங்க வந்தா ஓரளவுக்கு பண்றாங்க. ஆச்சரியப்படுறாங்க. ஒரு அமெரிக்கன் ஃப்ரெண்ட் வந்து எங்க கூட தங்கி இருந்தாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஆச்சரியமா இருக்கு. இவ்வளவு வேலை செஞ்சீங்கன்னா சீக்கிரம் ஸ்ட்ரோக் வந்து செத்து போயிருவியா? அப்படியே கேட்டாங்க அவங்க. நான் சொன்னேன், நான் மட்டும் இல்ல, எல்லா விமன் இப்படி தான் வேலை செய்யறோம்னா. உங்களுக்கு அவ்வளவு சர்ப்ரைஸா போச்சு. இப்படி எதுக்கு வேலை செய்யணும்? இப்படி எதுக்கு வேலை செய்யணும்? யூ கேன் டெலிகேட், யூ கேன் ஹையர் மீ, ஐ மீன் நியூ ஜெர்சி இஃப் ஐம் ஹியர். ஆனா அப்ப நம்ம ஊர்ல பார்த்தோன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அவ சும்மாதாம்மா இப்ப 2 மணி நேரம் சும்மாதான் உட்காந்துருக்கா, அந்த மாதிரி தான் பேசுறாங்க பெரியவங்க. இந்த பொங்கலுக்கு வந்து அதான் நம்ம டிசைன் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து மென்ஸ் வேலை செஞ்சா அப்ப காமெடி எல்லாமே அதுதான், பட்டிமன்றம் எல்லாமே அதுதான். மென்ஸ் வேலை செஞ்சா ஒரு கொலை குற்றம் மாதிரி, விமென்ஸ் எல்லாம் அப்படி டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்கோம்ல. இந்த ரொம்ப டெட் ஜென்ரேஷன் ஆகும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இங்க இருக்க குழந்தைங்க வேணா புரிஞ்சுக்கிறாங்க, மீன்ஸ் வளர குழந்தைங்க, ஐ மீன். அது எனக்கு அது நிஜமாவே எனக்கு ஒரு வாரம் ரொம்ப டிப்ரெஷன் போயிடுச்சு. சொசைட்டி மேல வந்து பயங்கரமா கோவம் இருந்துச்சு. அதாவது நோ என்கே சம்திங் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல. நோ கிட்ஸ் நோ கிச்சன்ஸ்னு ஒரு குரூப் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு, அத கேட்டுட்டு எனக்கு நம்ம சொசைட்டி மேல கோவம் வந்துச்சு. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன் யார் தள்ளுனது? இப்போ பொண்ணுங்களுக்கு தானே இது. கல்யாணம் வரைக்கும் அது அவங்களும் ஜாலியா இருக்காங்க. கல்யாணத்துக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த பொண்ணுக்கு இவ்ளோ பிரஷர். அந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் பொண்ணுங்க டெசிஷன் எடுக்கிறாங்கன்னா வி ஆர் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள். நம்ம சொசைட்டி, நம்ம மாம்ஸ், ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட். ஓ இன்னைக்கு அவரு சமைச்சாரா? சரி 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 ஒரு குத்தம். நம்ம 7 நாள் சமைச்சிருப்போம். ஒருவேளை ஒரு நாள் சமைச்சு கேட்டாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், நான் வந்து ஜட்ஜ் பண்ணக்கூடாது, பிரஷர் ஆகக்கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இருந்தாலும் வந்து அது தாங்க முடியல. என்னம்மா இன்னைக்கு மென்ஸ் குக்கிங்கா? அப்படியே அவங்க ஜாலியா தான் கேட்டாங்கப்பா. எங்க மாமியார் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தாலும் வந்து அது எனக்கு ப்ரெஷர் ஆகுது. நம்ம குழந்தை பாத்துக்கிறோம், ஊட்டுறோம், எவ்வளவு கிளீன் பண்றோம். அந்த வேலையில ஏன் சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க? அவங்க கூட சண்டைக்கு போறேன். பட் டைம் எடுக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லீங்களா? எல்லாரும் அப்படியே ஊறி போயிருக்கோம். மீன்ஸ் மென்ஸ் நம்மளும் தான்.
கண்டிப்பா.
சாரி ராஜி.
No. இல்ல, for generations விட yesterday I was ராமாயணம். தூக்கம் வரலன்னா I asked my husband to tell me a story. So he was telling me ராமாயணம். அதுல வந்து நேத்து தான் நான் நோட் பண்ணேன், தசரதன் does not, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I don't want to get banned or something, but it's just my like observation. What I thought was he didn't have children, he had 3 wives. So from a scientific point of view, if we look at it, maybe he has to get tested or something, okay. ஆனா அந்த 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 புத்திரகாமேஸ்வரி யாகம் பண்ணி அந்த பாயசத்தை எடுத்து அவர் குடிக்கல, அவர் ஒய்ஃப்க்கு தான் கொடுக்குறாரு. I think for ராமாயணம் is how old. அப்பையிலேருந்தே I feel like மேபி இது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சுத்தி வளைச்சு நான் அந்த பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு வந்திருக்கலாம். பட் ஐ ஃபீல் லைக் இட்ஸ் ஈஸி டு ஜஸ்ட் பிளேம் விமென். ஆர் அதை நம்ம இப்ப ஃபீல் பண்றோம்ல, there's a gap, we need to fulfill it. We for so many millennia, I think we've been made to feel that we are not enough, or we need to constantly do more. That's what I'm just going to say.
Well, that's very true, Raji. Not with that example only. It's always there. We are not enough. Somehow, now I feel, at least now in our middle of life, we are realizing we're trying to fix that. But even the kids, that's what I'm telling. It is a manufacturing way. Not enough. We are always seeking for that approval, seeking for more acknowledgement. So some place, and like in 100 women, if you take, there will be like 5 to 10 of the ladies who might not be that way, who might be very confident, but they are looked up as a alien. That's what Nike was also talking about. So even women, we are only like neglecting that part, but it will change. This is all evolution. Just sit back and watch it, but it is all changing right now. It will take maybe 100 more years, or I don't know, but it will change. It's evolution. சொல்லுங்க உஷாக்கா.
Yeah, yeah. When I'm talking about women, it all comes with our own confidence, self-esteem, and expression and communication. Because I'm seeing a lot of women, and including me, because because when I'm taking about myself, I was always suppressing my emotions. I never spoke loud. I never expressed my thoughts where it is needed. Even I heard 2 weeks back, I shared in the group, like I was told that I was not good enough being at home, taking care of the kids. I was really upset, and the next day I expressed, what do you think? This is what that happened. Then he realized, and I made him realize and acknowledge, and he apologized. So this is a very big thing for me, because not expressing, and when I'm not expressing, what happens is I will be ruminating. How can he say that? That will take half of my life and my self-esteem. And what I heard was, I'm not happy of your betterment, because I'm happy, because I'm always happy, because that's what I deserved it. I earned it with my self work all these years. Maybe I'm working and with myself for 15 years. So I know who I am. If somebody is going to say that, I'm not going to take anything. It's not going to hurt me. And it is coming from my confidence and self-esteem, who I am. So that is the spirituality part you are telling. And definitely I can align. And that has made a big shift right now today for me in my life. And I am seeing every call, as everybody know that I am working in a domestic violence nonprofit. Every day I am seeing women. It's so horrible to see how they cannot get out of the house. They are stuck in the family. Even yesterday, I had a client. She's stuck with the husband who is having infidelity, spending all the money outside for others, and bringing home friends, drinking, and they have a teenage daughter. And she couldn't put up with that, because she cannot go out of the house because of the visa. So it is all a cycle. So where we need to see where we are and take courage to discover first, to know ourselves first, and know the positives and negatives. And we need to work with the vulnerability. Thank you. And thank you so much, Kanchana. I really enjoyed 6 months. I don't know how the time flies, actually. I really enjoyed. I'm going to continue with whatever I learned, because I always needed accountability. That was the green and red made me definitely helped me, and really wonderful to be in the part of the group. And I'm here. We all can be together to work again for the next 6 months also. Thank you so much, and best wishes for you there for the next group for you, Kanchana. Thank you.
Thank you. One small note, I'll close this topic. My dad was, I told, right, my dad was very responsible. ஆனா ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீடமும் கொடுத்தாங்க, but he also had that few rules and regulations. He was never vocal about it. It was all assumed in my head and my sister's head that my dad likes this way, I should be like this. I assumed, it was all my assumption. Apo, I used to think, what might have happened if I had talked back? What might have happened if I shouted back, or if I had told no to my dad? It took so long for me to understand nothing major would have happened. He would have been fine. நான் சண்டை போட்டிருந்தாலோ நோ சொல்லியிருந்தாலோ he would have been fine in whatever I wanted. He gave lot of freedom to tell. It was all me who suppressed myself. இது எப்படி எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா, இப்ப ஹஸ்பண்ட் கூட சண்டை ஏதாவது பேசுறோம், ஆர்கியூ பண்றோம்னா, my husband expects me to argue back right royally. நல்ல சத்தம் போடு, திருப்பி திட்டு, no problem. But I was not trained for that. I couldn't do that. So something was pulling me back to shout like that. Apo, who taught me this was my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is the lady who has zero fear of judgment. In any big conference or something where people are sitting, or kalyan mandapame irundhalum seri, she can go, and if she wants to slap anybody, she can go and slap. She's that kind. I've never seen a lady like that. My mother-in-law, I have started studying, not now, but sometime back, I have understood about her nature. I feel so amazed to see her. யார வேணா எப்ப வேணா என்ன வேணா பேசுவாங்க. So I was thinking, who gave her that permission, or how she is able to do that? How me or my mom, my Perima, my sister, I have a lineage of women who I've noticed who don't have that courage, who don't have that inhibition. Nobody asked them not to talk back. But here I see my mother-in-law, because my father-in-law didn't take a lot of responsibility, she had to take a lot of responsibility. She had to fight with the society. She had to fight for what she wanted. Fighting was what to say, her karma. ஆரம்பத்துல இருந்து she used to be so strong. அவங்க எதுக்குமே பயப்பட்டது இல்லை. அவங்களை நான் வாட்ச் பண்ணி அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி I learned so much from her. Why my mom is not like that? Why my mother-in-law is like this? And why I am so much like my mom, but I am feeling so inspired about my mother-in-law? இதெல்லாம் யோசிச்சு பார்க்கிறப்போ, it was all my assumption. When few years back, when once I shouted back, in the sense, on the moment I can talk anything to my husband, shout back everything, but he tells, you shout, you scream, you do whatever you want, but close it there, bounce back, just get back. பேசுறதெல்லாம் பேசிடு, திட்டிக்கோ, எவ்வளவு வேணா திட்டிக்கோ, but just leave it there. But I couldn't leave it there. I'll hang on to it for years and months, and because that's our nature, right? So he tells, எங்க மாமியார் வந்து அப்படிதான், எவ்வளவு வேணா சத்தம் போடுவாங்க, திட்டுவாங்க, big drama, everything she will do. The next moment, when it's all done, she will make bhaji, bonda, vada, everyone will sit and eat. It will be just normal. இது எனக்கு வந்து அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கவே முடியல, புரிஞ்சுக்கவே முடியல இனிஷியலா. Then I understood that bounce back is something which I wish to talk about. Like, we have this habit of hanging to something for a very long time. Adha vena vidalam, ana then and there expressing it out, we don't have to suppress that part. Maybe I don't know if I told everything what I wanted to tell. I'll just leave it for your thought process. No, Geeta, this is not the last day. We have one more week, or we can have 2 more weeks, 2 more sessions. I'm not in a hurry, so I'm not very hard, like 6 months na 6 months la mudikunu appadiyella vanilla. Until I start Trio 3, we all can meet, discuss. We still have 1 more session, and if I'm getting late, the spiritual dimension, I'll talk next week also. But this is something I have understood by observing people, and I'm so happy that I got this mother-in-law, because I'm so inspired about her. I try to understand her. I try to understand. She expresses a lot. Nalla kada solluvaanga. I try to understand from her childhood. Avanga enna madri potru pannirupanga. All her relatives, they all tell so many things about her to me. I really wish. My close friend, she knows everything about my mother-in-law from the time we got married. So she always tells, அவங்க வந்து 100 ஆண்டுக்கு ஒரு முறை பூக்கிற குறிஞ்சி பூ மாதிரி, you write a book about her. She really deserves a book, because I am seeing a lot of ladies, and she always stands out in her courage, in her determination. We attend so many classes and get all this knowledge, but without anything, I'm seeing she's already that. So thank you for bringing the topic. It's all raising so many things. But spiritual dimension, we will have it next week. But today we'll continue with this. Yes, Sushaka, you wanted to say something?
Thank you so much for sharing about your mother-in-law and the story. What about bouncing back? So I have a question. So it's really hard to bounce back individually. And when I have somebody who is silent, not talking anything, and carry it over. So what can I do?
No, it's very difficult to change somebody. Like the people who are bouncing back, எங்க அத்தை மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்கள என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்கள அத்தை மாதிரியோ மாத்துறதுங்கிறது very, very difficult unless I wish to. Now I strongly wish to, but still I'm taking a lot of time to come out of that. அதுதான் இந்த லீனேஜ் நினைக்கிறேன் நான். அதுதான் இந்த டிஎன்ஏலயே வந்துருச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I'm seeing my mom. Every action she wants to please people. Every action. இல்ல நான் அவங்க தப்பா நினைச்சுக்குவாங்க. எங்க அப்பாக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லாம படுத்திருக்காங்க, உள்ள படுத்திருக்காங்க. He cannot walk out. Somebody is coming to see him 2 months back. So he's sleeping. So I'm telling அப்பா தூங்குறாங்க, நீங்க உட்காருங்க பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம். எங்க அம்மா வந்து சொல்றாங்க, வேணா அவர் வெளியே வர சொல்லட்டுமா உங்களை பாக்குறதுக்கு. They have come to see him. Okay, I'm seeing how my mom is always in the mode of seeing how to please people, how to show them love. Maybe she has so much of void of getting that acceptance from people. Appa I'm seeing adu வந்து DNA valiya, mother's breast milk valiya, so much it is coming to me. Now if I have to step out and see her, see my mother-in-law, see all the other ladies, I observe a lot, I try to understand why they are that way. It takes lot of effort. But that one person is like that. Always the change happens in us. And the person நம்ம மாத்தவே try கூட பண்ண வேண்டாம். But that person is in front of us, coming to our life to teach us. The learning எடுத்த உடனே we move on to the other person. That's how I'm seeing it. So,
Thank you, Kanchana. And other thing, I'm sorry, I'm just saying another one, because it is same thing, because I'm seeing that in my mother also. She's always complaining and not taking in charge, as she doesn't have confidence, and she never had a chance to take in charge of the family in her entire life. Now I'm telling her, Ningada, you can take in charge of the family. You are the head of the family, because she's saying, no, I never been head of the family, so I don't know. Now she is stuck in my brother's house, and she's stuck and she's so depressed. No, I can tell something, but she cannot stand for herself. Then I got detached and I okay, it is her journey. Let her stand up. And she has a therapist. I've arranged for everybody. She has everybody. If she can talk to anybody, she can talk to anybody and get some strength and talk. But she's not doing. So how it is ingrained, as you are telling, it is all ingrained, and what we wanted in life. How to is different, but what we wanted in so that's what I wanted to talk to you last week, actually. So I just left because she's crying. One day she called me and she's crying. And this is the first time she's calling me and crying that like this in her entire life. Like for the son, like with the son, what day she's going through. Usually it was with my father or my grandmother. Now it's son. And I don't know, I'm helpless. I'm far away. I don't know how to do what to do. She has to stand up. So it's all coming from our childhood. It reflects until the end. That's what I just wanted to thank you.
And whatever my mother-in-law really had a lot of problem only with respect to money. Okay, she has been struggling a lot from her initial days. She always had the struggle for money. So her policy is so simple. Son or daughter or husband, whoever it is, go somewhere, earn money, give me money, I'm happy. Okay. You go anywhere. I know how to enjoy my life, how to live my life. I know what to do with that money. She loves to go to temple. She loves giving, a lot of giving. Though she struggles so much for money, she is abundant giver. Like that, I'm seeing your mom, my mom, there's so much lack of love, attention. So they are always crying for love and attention only. my mother-in-law stands out. She says, I have a lot of love. I will give, okay? I don't want any of your attention. She also comes back to some drama for attention, but she's mostly happy herself. And if she wants attention, she'll make a drama, get that attention, she'll leave it there, okay? But so it's a very, very vast topic, but I think in this note, we will continue the next session because this has so much to do with the spiritual dimension. We all are here only to clear our accounts. In the accounts, we are clearing the accounts. So we will talk about that accounts and spirituality next week, but just hold on to it. So, yeah, Geeta.
Yeah, even my mother, like your mother-in-law, like so many things happened. She stood for everything, and I used to ask her why you did not study. Ma, next to your house, three aunties they studied well and they settled. I'm class first, but because not to send in the other village sixth class, they have stopped me. That's why I'm asking you guys to study. And like we two are also girls only. In my village, we are the first engineers. The proud she enjoys everything. And my father used to work in defense. She used to take care everything alone at home. She used to she gave everything for us. Like she gave a confidence and she gave everything. She used from +1 onwards, she gave everything. Like you go and buy vegetables, you go and buy items, you go and withdraw money from ATM. She had given me so many things without knowing or unknowingly. I'm so like everyone asks me how you are doing many things. They give an example. If any daughters are see they are doing everything by themselves, they don't have any help also, still they're like all it came from my mother. I feel like sometimes even though she did not study, she gave so many things for us. I feel like that is we should learn from small things, from not only from the many people, like nearby people also.
That's very true, Geeta. We can learn so much from our home, like our family members.
Yeah. Like when I think like so many things, like now we tease my mother for many things. Like see, you did like that, you did like that. She used to tell always, like my sister is 7 years younger to me. She used to compare. See, they have that one. Why you are not giving money for the? See, we have you. You are two girls. If we want to give money, whatever within our limits, we will give you. If we want, we can go and get it from someone. We will give you. You only have to repay. We can't repay. So she has controlled all our like how to buy everything. It keeps something with you always. Don't spend whatever you have. uh, save a little bit at least. Once you are in stable state, then enjoy your life, kind of thing. She has taught many things. And the relations, like maintaining the relations with others also, she has taught many things. Sometimes if she don't want to talk to that people, she will not. But if they come to our house, she will treat them very equally. She will treat them very nicely, and she will cook for anything for them. But if they outside, if they don't talk to her, even she will not talk to them.
Lot of
It's like
emotions, right? Lot of emotions, lot of drama, lot of ups and downs. I'm seeing like Kadan, the flower observation, Mari, they are all different flowers. Just observe them. Only when we go attach our anger to their anger, our ego to their ego, then all the suffering happens. If you just
like
watch them doing all that, little bit outside, like standing out, they are so
yeah. Me
treasure.
and my mother's family and my uncle's family, they stay next to each other. Like one of my mother's cousin came once to my mama's family. My mama came and Ganesh came. You invite him. He knows my house is next to you only. If he wants to see and talk to me, he can come. I will not invite anyone. If he comes, I will serve whatever I have in my house. They had they were very close, but with one or two small things, they're not talking. He's younger to me. He know how I have taken care of him. He can come and meet me. Like he can come. How are you, Akka? Just nothing. He came to your home. Why can't he come to my home? She stood for her. If I would have been okay, Mama told let go and invite him. I would have thought, but she was like, no, I'll not invite me. He knows my house is here only. He can come and talk to me. Yeah,
So
that's so.
Package, they are a package.
Yeah. We tease her like for anything. Why you can't talk much? She was like, no, if he comes to my home, then I will talk. No, she's standing for herself. That's what I feel. If I would have been there, okay, let's go and talk. What is there? Nothing is there. I think like that, but her way of thinking is total different for few items. Even we tease my mom like anything for few things. Yeah.
Very true. Shobha, please share. Actually, I have a lot of time, but if anybody wants to leave, you can leave, and we will have our that spiritual dimension next week. I actually wished to continue today, but I see a couple of them leaving, so maybe it will become too much for you also. Yeah, சொல்லுங்க Shobha.
இப்போ நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண டாபிக்ல இருந்து ஐ ஹாவ் அ டவுட் இஸ் திஸ் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இன் சம் ஆஃப் தீஸ் லேடிஸ் யோர் மதர் இன் லா ஆர் கீதாஸ் மாம் அண்ட் ஆல் டியூ டு தட் செல்ஃப் அக்செப்டன்ஸ் அண்ட் செல்ஃப் லவ் டஸ் தட் கம் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட்
They're very high in self-love. They're completely accepted. My mother-in-law says, நான் சிரிச்சா அப்படியே கேஆர் விஜயா மாதிரி இருப்பேன் நான் அப்படியே சிரிச்சா she talks so good about herself. Like she tells, I had so much long hair. I used to swim in the river and with that hair. And how whoever comes in competition with me for swimming, I'll be winning. யார் வந்தாலும் சரி நான் தான் ஃபாஸ்டா அந்த ஒரு பயங்கர காம்படிட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூட் இருக்கும். நான் வின் பண்ணி காமிக்கிறேன் அப்படி இருக்கும். So much confidence, so much self-love. And she says like how beautiful I used to look, you know, that அந்த நெக்லஸ் போட்டா நான் அவ்வளவு அழகா இருப்பேன், நான் இவ்வளவு அழகா ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணிக்குவேன். Very few women you will see talking like that. We'll always wear something, wait for somebody to tell something. யாராவது நல்லா இருக்கு சொல்லுவாங்க, அப்படியே நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு இருந்துட்டு. When I see few girls, mostly men are like that, right? Like nobody comes and asks us, is this dress good? Very few men are like that, but very few women, they're so self-appreciation. That is why I'm telling, she has appreciated me, my mother-in-law, she has appreciated me like mountains and mountains of appreciation. எனக்கே டயர்டா இருக்கும், ஐயோ என்னை அவ்வளவு இதெல்லாம் அவ்வளவு வர்த்தே இல்லை, இவ்வளவு பேசாதீங்க. All my relatives used to run away from her. She will start talking about me. It's like that movie only. She will tell truth, lies, facts, non-facts, but she will appreciate me so much. இதெல்லாம் நான் இல்லையே. My daughter-in-law can speak 5 languages, you know, அப்படிங்குவாங்க. எனக்கு தெரியாது, ஆனாலும் அந்த மாதிரி she's very interesting. She can appreciate me. எங்க அம்மா அப்பாக்கே ஒரே எரிச்சல் ஆகுற அளவுக்கு என்னை அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா பாருங்க. அந்த மாதிரி சரி எங்களுக்கே தெரியும் எங்க பொண்ணு பத்தி அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க. My sisters and all, they'll really tell her only. Before she became your daughter-in-law, she's our sister, we know her. சரி உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் யாருக்கு தெரியாது, எனக்கு தான் தெரியும் காஞ்சனா பத்தின்னு சொல்லி பேச ஆரம்பிச்சாங்கன்னா everybody will run away. அவ்வளோ appreciate பண்ணுவாங்க. So what I'm trying to tell is, she's really a different person compared to all the other ladies, but I'm definitely, that is the reason. Self-acceptance, self-love, she loves her so much. She likes her so much.
So this confidence is directly proportional to self-acceptance.
Definitely.
So that's why to improve.
Now she's having all like white hair, but still she says, she became so thin. She's wearing Rudraksh and all. Then also she does, பாரு எப்படி ஒரு சிவனடியார் மாதிரி எவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்கிறேன் பாரு நான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி எப்படி வயசானா இப்படித்தான் இருக்கணும். நான் வயசானா இந்த மாதிரி முடி நரைச்சு போய் உங்களை பார்த்தாலே எல்லாம் பாந்தமா இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஏன்னா அதையும் she'll be so happy to talk about it. So much to do with the self-acceptance. So if we accept ourselves,
we have to improve in that area only. Only then we're confident that we can express all our emotions. And regarding your mother-in-law's character also, no, நீங்க சொன்னீங்கல்ல என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னாலும் அப்பயே பேசிட்டு அப்பயே முடிச்சிருவாங்க. She'll not carry it. It's because she won't store anything. She just lets it flow out. நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம், உள்ள வச்சுக்குவோம். அந்த வச்சிருக்கிறது தான் நம்ம ரொம்ப நாளைக்கு வச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறோம்.
அது எப்படி தெரியுங்கல்ல, அது வந்து இட்ஸ் லைக் holding a hot coal in your hand. Every time you want to remember, you take it, get hurt, again keep it hot all the time. Why, right? In the last 1 monthல ஊர்ல நிறைய சொந்தக்காரங்க எல்லாம் வந்து போகிறப்போ there are all gossips and everything they are talking, okay, something about somebody and all. So அப்போ சொன்னாங்க, ஒரு இப்போ அந்த கல்யாணத்துல அந்த ஒருத்தங்களோட கல்யாணம் ஆகி அவங்க குழந்தைக்கே கல்யாணம் ஆயிடுச்சு. அந்த கல்யாணத்துல அவ அப்படி ஒரு வார்த்தை சொன்னா, அது எனக்கு கரெக்டா வேகிற வரைக்கும் போகவே போகாது. அப்படி ஒரு வேர்டு சொன்ன, ஒரு வேர்டு that is still boiling in their mind, boiling in their heart, how much harm it will do to them, right? Forget about that person who did, either they did mistake or not a mistake, or it's terribly wrong or not wrong, it's okay. But what it is doing to you inside you, bringing in disease, discomfort, sadness, everything is because of what we are holding on to. The whole process is to let go. எங்க அப்பா வந்து அவ்வளோ ஒரு கோவக்காரருன்னு தான் பேர் எடுத்திருக்காங்க. So much anger. Somebody does any mistake, he can never forgive them. But the last few months, they are all coming to see my dad. They're all sitting there. They're all fine. I mean, they are all free because they have let it go. But எங்க அப்பா அதை let go பண்ணாதனால he is only feeling so constricted. எப்படி அவங்கள்ட்ட பேசுறது, என்ன பண்ண வந்திருக்காங்க, பாக்குறாங்க, பேசலாம், அப்படி கூட இல்ல. So one person after he passed away, he came, he's a very big person in our area. So he was telling, they are all childhood friends, he was telling, your dad is like either his way or no way. If we have to be with him, we have to be following what he says. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு person அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. So my dad also gave me lot of learnings. What nothing matters at the end. எங்க அப்பா அவ்வளவு கெத்தா இருந்தாங்க, ஸ்ட்ரிக்டா இருந்தாங்க, தெளிவா இருந்தாங்க. லாஸ்ட் 1.5 months or 2 months, he had that memory jumbled. He totally lost it. He started forgetting things. He started talking all relevant, non-relevant things. So couple of times, the way how he talked, we all felt so funny. நாங்க எல்லாரும் சிரிச்சிட்டோம். அப்போ நான் அதுக்கப்புறம் நினைச்சு பாக்குறேன், அப்படியே உள்ளுக்குள்ள பயமா இருக்கு. நல்லா இருந்திருந்தா, அவர் நல்லா இருக்கிறப்போ நம்ம சிரிச்சிருக்குமா இப்படி அவர் பேசினதுக்கு அப்படின்னு தோணுச்சு. So nothing matters. That is what my dad has taught me finally. Nothing matters. Only thing what matters is how joyfully you lived every moment. Nobody else matters. அது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய learning.
How to develop this let go attitude?
This is where we start with this decluttering. That is where we really let go things, let go anger, let go our frustration, let go guilt. இந்த emotions ஒன்னொன்னா let go பண்றது தான். Something that you really value the most, if you are able to give it to somebody, that is where it starts. So the giving, all that we have learned here is all based for that social contribution. You have to increase the social contribution to give a lot. Nothing is ours. Nothing. This body, எங்க அப்பா அந்த அஸ்தி, நான் தான் சொல்றேன் பாருங்க, அந்த 10 months of journey, then this last 1 month of journey, I still keep thinking about it and then still take so much of learning. That one இதுல ஒரு சின்ன பானைக்குள்ள நம்மளோட அஸ்தி, I keep putting myself in my dad's place. So much care we are doing for this body. One day it's just in ash, and then that asthi we put it in the water river, he became that Panjabhudam. What are we doing? What are we trying to prove? என்னெல்லாம் அவர் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டாரோ, எங்கெல்லாம் தண்ணி மிச்சம் பண்ணணும், கரண்ட் மிச்சம் பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சாரோ, வாட் எவர், லைக் அது ஒண்ணும் இல்ல, நெய்பருக்கு வந்து எங்க வீட்டுல இருந்து மரத்துல இருந்து போய் செடியில இருந்து அங்க ஏதோ குப்பை விழுகுது அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு நெய்பர்ஸ் கூட ஒரே சண்டை. Now I'm thinking, nobody can question, like everybody are doing what they want to do. The trees are growing, அவங்க வீட்டுல குப்பை விழுகுது, நம்ம வீட்டுல குப்பை விழுகுது. My dad is not there to ask anything. what we think matters the most, எதுக்காக நம்ம ரொம்ப பாடுபட்டு ரொம்ப ஓடுறோம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுறோமோ, that doesn't matter finally. Nobody cares. We are all doing what we want to do, not what when my dad was asking us to do, or அப்பெல்லாம் அவரு பண்ணா கோவம் வந்துருமா, இப்படி பண்ணா கோவம் வருமா, அப்படி பண்ணா கோவம் வருமா, அப்படி நினைச்சு பண்ணேன். இப்ப we are all doing what we want to do. So இது வந்து I don't know, maybe all my grandparents, except for my mom's dad, I was not very attached to any of the grandparents. I was fine letting them go. But with my dad, more than letting him go, I'm observing so much. I'm just taking lot of learnings. Every minute, my daughter is in 12th grade. I was little anxious about her college, about her higher studies, where she's going to do. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் கொஞ்சமாச்சும் anxiety இருந்தது. After my dad passed away, or during that process, I completely surrendered. She is anyway going to go to a college. I will do action-wise whatever I can do, I'm going to do. I'm not going to be attached to the outcome. அது வந்து எத்தனையோ தடவை நம்ம கேட்டிருக்கோம், கடமை செய் பலன் எதிர்பார்க்காதன்னு. But only when we apply in our problem. I will cook today. I will do what I can do today. The outcome, I'm not going to be bothered. அப்படின்னு சொல்றப்பவே then my expectation for that approval from the society goes down. I will do what I can do today. I will not be attached with the outcome. I have a lot of time, but if any of you want to be also, you can. Ruby, you want to share, please?
Yeah, so that reminds me, நான் வந்து சின்ன வயசுல வந்து maybe I would have been like some 8-9 years old. அப்போ நாங்கள் ஒரே காம்பவுண்டில் வந்து we were like 4 families living together. எப்படின்னா அவங்க வெக்கேஷன் அப்போ நாங்கள் அவங்க ஃபேமிலியோட எங்கள் அப்பா அப்பா அனுப்புவாங்க. நாங்கள் எல்லாமே 4 ஃபேமிலி ஒன்றா தான் போவோம் எப்பயுமே. ஸோ ஏதோ ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் அவங்களும் எங்கள் அப்பாவும் ஆரம்பிச்சு, இட்ஸ் மேட்டர் ஆஃப் லைக் சம் 5,000 rupees சம் டீல். எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கும் அவருக்கும் வந்து ஏதோ கிளாஷ் ஆகிடுச்சு. அப்புறம் பேசவே இல்லை. இட் இஸ் பீன் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் லைக் 30 years that they have not even spoken to each other. But somehow this அதுக்கப்புறம் என் தம்பி கல்யாணம் நடந்துச்சு, என் கல்யாணம் நடந்துச்சு, கூப்பிடவே இல்லை. பட் வெரி க்ளோஸ். அண்ட் அந்த அங்கிள் எமோஷனலாக ரொம்ப அவங்க வீட்டில் நான் ஒரு குழந்தையா, அவங்க பசங்க எங்கள் வீட்டில் ஒரு குழந்தையா அப்படி வளர்ந்தோம். ஸோ நான் நியூ இயர் அன்னைக்கு ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வை கல்யாணத்தப்பவே நான் வந்து அவங்கள நேரில் போய் பார்த்தேன். எங்கள் அப்பா வந்து இன்வைட் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னாரு. நான் சொன்னேன் நான் இன்வைட் பண்ணுறேன், அவங்க வராங்க வரல வேறு, பட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு கோ சீ தெம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. பட் சைல்டுஹுட் டேஸில் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பயம். அப்பா மீறி நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி என்ன பண்ணிடுவாங்களோ, திட்டுவாங்களோ, கோவம் வருமோ, கத்துவாங்களோ, வீட்டில் பிரச்சனை ஆகுமோன்னு. பட் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ somehow I had the pulled up the courage to say அப்பா அம்மா அப்ரூவ் பண்ணுறாங்களே, இல்லை நான் போய் பார்க்க போகிறேன்ட்டு. And that uncle auntie also is like 60-65 years old. They were like so happy. ஏன்னா they are seeing me after like 30 years. They saw me like a child, and today அந்த வயசுல ஒரு குழந்தை வயசுல நான் வளர்ந்து போய் பார்க்குறப்போ அவ்வளோ கட்டி பிடிச்சிட்டு அவங்களால அவ்வளோ ரெஸ்ட்லெஸ் ஆகி எனக்கு ஐ ஹேட் நோ இன்டென்ஷன் பிஹைண்ட் வை ஐம் கோயிங் தேர், பட் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் ஃபெல்ட் ஐ ஷுட் டூன்னு தோணுச்சு. அவங்களுக்கும் தே ஹேட் நோ இன்டென்ஷன், இவங்களா இது வாங்கணும் அது வாங்கணும் எதுவுமே இல்லை. பட் தட் ஜாய் வாஸ் ஸோ பியூர் அண்ட் ஸோ அன்கண்டிஷனல். அப்புறம் நான் நியூ இயர் அன்னைக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி இந்த நியூ இயர்க்கு ஐ கால்ட் அண்ட் விஷ் தெம். அந்த அவங்களோட 2 பசங்க வந்து தே போத் லிவ் அப்ராட். ஸோ அவங்களும் வந்திருந்தாங்க. அண்ட் ஐ ஸ்போக் டு தெம் ஆஃப்டர் லைக் 35 years. ஸோ த ஜாய் வாஸ் ரியலி. அண்ட் ஏன் இத்தனை நாளாக ஹோல்ட் பண்ணி வச்சோன்னு பார்த்தா பர்செப்ஷன் தான். எங்கள் அப்பா ஏதாவது சொல்லிடுவாங்களோ, அம்மா சொல்லிடுவாங்களோ. இன்னைக்கு எங்கள் அப்பா அம்மா என்கிட்ட கேட்குறாங்க என்னடி பண்ணாங்க, என்ன சொன்னாங்க, என்ன பேசினாங்கன்னு. they were so inquisitive about what was happening. And then my dad is trying to tell, அன்னைக்கு அவங்க ஏமாத்தினால தான் நீ நல்லா வாழ்றாங்க. I said listen, ஏமாத்துறதெல்லாம் இல்லை. அன்னைக்கு நடந்தது அன்னைக்கு முடிஞ்சிச்சு. பட் யூ ஹேவ் டு லெட் கோ. லைக் இன்னைக்கு they are pure people, like they are only seeking for love and affection. That money 5,000 rupees is not big for you today or for them. But ஆனா that friendship and the relationship lost, like you can always build back. எதுக்கு இப்பயும் அந்த ஆங்கர் கிரட்ஜுக்கு ஹோல்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்ட்டு. And today like at least the last 3-4 months, like for me I'm randomly calling people, என்னோட சின்ன வயசு அங்கிள் ஆண்டி, அவங்க கிட்ட எனக்கு எந்த இன்டென்ஷனுமே இல்லை. பட் just to a phone call to see what kind of difference it is making to me and to them is like phenomenal. I mean I'm truly enjoying that experience as a person.
Awesome, Ruby, because you rightly said, இது வந்து நீங்க the way how you told, அப்பா என்ன நினைச்சாலும் பரவாயில்ல நம்ம போய் பேசலாம்னு நினைச்சீங்கல்ல, you went and talked, right? Now, most of the male don't have this fear. They will do what they want to do. Only female, like girls தான் இந்த மாதிரி நினைக்கிறோம். And I also had similar instances where my dad told we should not go attend that marriage, and it was my friend's marriage, and I couldn't go. I couldn't go beyond his words. Anna, that is there haunting me lifetime. And the மாதிரி இல்லாம what might have happened if I had gone there? He would be angry for few days, then he would be fine. It was my mistake. அதுதான் எப்ப பாரு நம்ம எங்க அப்பாவை நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தோம், அப்பா கோபப்படுவாங்களோ படுவாங்களோ. It was all my imagination. He would be fine. When if I had talked back also, he would have been fine. So it was all my இது. So இதுதான் to understand and to see, maybe our kids also might have it because it's coming through lineage, right? So we have to really work on breaking it. And the other thing that you told me, when my dad was not well, after he passed away, so many of his friends came. They all told, ஐயோ இது முன்னாடி வந்து பார்த்திருக்கலாம் அவரைய, நான் வந்து பார்த்து பேசிருக்கலாம்னு. அப்ப நான் சொன்னேன், என் மாமா நீ முன்னாடி வந்து பேசிருக்கலாம்ல அப்பா கிட்ட, அப்பா தனியா இருந்தப்போ அப்படின்னு. But that was a lesson to me, just like how you are calling everybody. All of us, if we want to see somebody, if we want to meet somebody, this is the time. You don't know tomorrow if I am there or they are there. யார் வேணா இருக்கலாம் இல்லாம போலாம், but it's all worth it. Calling that person or meeting that person, it's really worth it. And letting go that 5,000 or 5 lakhs or 5 rupees is a
It is of no value, no relevance today.
I know. And you never know what situation they were in when that happened, right? They might have real valid justification, real reason, which is a valid reason, which we are never
And one more thing I see was அன்னைக்கு அவங்களோட maturity and நம்மளோட maturity is very different from what we are today, right? We all
very true, very true. Your voice is breaking, Ruby.
all
You had raised your hand.
as human beings, but yeah, and the ego is holding us. For me, like எங்க வீட்ல வந்து my him, he's like a man who believes எது வாங்கினாலும் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஸோ எங்க வீட்டில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா he still has newspapers கூட மங்கி போயிருக்கும். he'll never throw anything outside. அது வாங்கினாருன்னா ஹோல்சேலாக மாதிரி நிறைய வாங்கி வச்சுப்பாரு. ஒன்று வாங்குற இடத்துல 10 வாங்கினா ஒரு 10 ரூபா கம்மியாதுன்னா 10 வாங்கி வச்சுப்பாரு. அது வந்து வேஸ்ட்டாக போய் எக்ஸ்பைரி ஆகிடும். ஆனால் he won't throw ஓல்ட் பாட்டில்ஸ், நியூஸ் பேப்பர்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி சமோ ஏதோ ஒரு ஃபோபியா மாதிரி வீடு எப்பயுமே ஒரு குப்பையாக இருக்கும். I used to feel very ashamed as a child to call my friends because I used to be very social, like to go out and stuff. எப்போ வந்தாலும் ஏதாவது ஒரு பெட்ஷீட் போட்டு மூடி வைக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும், அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும் வீடு. லைக் எல்லா திங்ஸுமே ஓவர்ஃப்ளோ ஆகி வெளியில வரும். எல்லா டம்புக்குன்னு ஒரு ரூம் வச்சிருந்தா கூட அந்த ரூமே ஓவர்ஃப்ளோ ஆகும். எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பாத்ரூம் சொல்லி அகைன் டம்ப் ஆச்சு மாதிரி எல்லா லாஃப்ட்டுமே ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். ஸோ when I moved, like then we were there with my mother-in-law for 10 years, but of course, like I didn't have so much of liberty to make the place like the way I want. Now recently we moved to a house like 6 months back, and everybody who comes home they feel என்ன வீடு வந்து ரொம்ப நீட்டா ஸ்பிக் அண்ட் ஸ்பேனா எப்பயுமே ஸ்பிக் அண்ட் ஸ்பேனா இருக்க. எல்லா கபடும் தந்தா என்ன இருக்கணும் அது மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும். எதுவுமே எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா எங்க அம்மா திட்டுவாங்க, பாத்திரம் கூட கழுவுனா தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவேன், அப்படியே எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஒன்று வாங்கி. ஐ சரி எனக்கு வேணாம், உன் வீட்டில் வேணா எவ்வளோ நாளும் வாங்கி வச்சுக்கோ. பட்டியும் ஃபார் இப்போ ஸோ ஈஸி ட்ரையோவில் வரும்போது டீக்ளட்டருங்கிறது மாதிரி பெருசா இல்லை. லைக் ஐ டென்ட் ஹேவ் மச் டு declutter because I've experienced something with my dad, and I'm living a lifestyle where like decluttering, and both my husband and my daughter also like எதனால கண்ணை மூடிட்டு தேடலாம், தேடவே தேவையில்லை. Like you can with no lights and eyes off you can take what is where அந்த மாதிரி, and there's like no chance things will go missing. My mother-in-law விட தேடுறதுக்கே ஒரு 4 நாள் ஆகும். இது காணும் அதை காணும் எல்லாம் இதுவா இருக்கும். So I feel so happy that the space is so neat and so empty. Even today my friend has come and she's telling, I want to be in your living, I love this space, and everywhere I've hand painted kuti stones with positive words and kept around the house. So every nook and corner when you turn around you see some positive things and stuff. So something that I enjoy, something that I learned from my dad, how not to be, and I'm enjoying it here.
You see this pattern, Ruby. This is what I wanted to talk next week. Just remind me, or just I want to bring your name and topic. You wanted to live a clutter-free life because your dad was in a cluttersome area. if you see his childhood, he would have lived in such an emptiness in his childhood. He would not have got what he wanted, or he was so much deprived of so many things that when he had a chance, he wanted to accumulate. You see,
Okay.
that is the link we have to make. Like my mother-in-law, though I'm talking so good about her, in the initial marriage days, I had challenges. I had challenges to accept and understand and why she's doing so much drama, why she's so high and extreme emotions. And Armatla, it was not very easy. But only when I started understanding all this, then I went back to her childhood. I was trying to understand her childhood. Then my respect towards her was so high. I know the struggle she went through for putting that hard face in front of society, for being that arrogant, dominant person right now. She had to become that because of her childhood. And now she's like this. Looking at that, my husband and my sister-in-law both are very, very soft-natured, very loving, very fun-filled, because she took all the heat. My mother-in-law took all the heat. My mother-in-law took all the shame, all the bad names, everything. For my husband and my sister-in-law, they both are having a beautiful life only because of her. You see that pattern? This is where I want to bring that spirituality, the karma, why we are born to these parents, why we have given birth to these kids. It is all coming in that cycle to clear so many things. So, நீங்க சொன்னது, Ushaka சொன்னது, like Geeta சொன்னது, everything I'm able to see from that big picture as souls. We're all here just to finish off our accounts. This is what I wanted to talk next week. Thank you so much, Ruby. Where do you live?
Chennai.
Chennai only? Okay. So
Thiruvanmiyur.
Great, great. Nice. Geeta, சொல்லுங்க. Yes.
I have a small doubt, Kanchanaka. It's like, so there is something happened between two relationships. It's like brother and sister, or maybe sister-in-law and with you. Like you forget and you'll go and talk, but if they won't respond in the same way, they're not accepting you. What is the like how to keep that relationship still alive? Because even though we won't talk that much with that person, but we have so much of concern and so much of love and so much of caring kind of thing. Like you like that will be there. Like how to overcome this kind of situation.
Give you a solution. I'll give you a solution. Okay, I'll send you a video. It's called Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian technique. There is sometimes there are things that we cannot talk out because the other person will not open up. There is so much that we want to tell, but the other person will not.
Yeah.
Or they're not in a mental state to talk about it, or to even hear to us, or to understand how much we care for them, we love them and all. So the Ho'oponopono technique really works. I'll send you 2 videos. One video is in Tamil. Is it okay? Do you understand? You might.
I can understand bit. No, I can understand bit.
I don't know if there is a subtitle. So 2 videos I'll send you. It will make a lot of sense, and it will connect to the next week topic also. So you hear that.
Okay.
I use it. I use it for people who I cannot talk openly, or my ego doesn't allow me to talk, or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's a yeah. Go ahead.
Just that the conversation cannot happen, but there is so much that I want to tell, and there is so much that, so in that cases, such cases, it will definitely help you. Ho'oponopono, I will send that.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Like it's not that, see, we two are abroad. Last year, my father was in a difficult situation where he had a sugar and he got foot injury and all. It was too much. Me and my cousin brother, we were like very close, but in past 5 years, we were not too much. But he knows what is happening, everything. But he knows that they came to Bangalore. They were in other relatives' home. He did not even call once. Nothing happened. Like, but last month in November, my brother's dad has expired. Like we called him, we called him and talked to him. I told to my mother, like, you stay there until everything rituals finish. You help Pedama and even help Anna also. He's only one child for if he needs something like that. But when I think why they're not even concerned, they too are outside. It's almost my father went to hospital where to remove the leg kind of situation. God's grace, he came back, everything normal. He did not even call my mother also. You came to hospital. You did not invite to your house. How is your visit? What did doctors told? You need anything? Do you want me to come to hospital? One thing only. It's not me and my sister always. Now also I'm like, what are you going to buy for brother? She's coming to India next May. She was like, I'll buy something. We still do so many. It's not it's out of love. Oh, he's my brother kind of. But why they won't show at least when we need help kind of thing. I took a help of my husband's brother. Like I told to him, can you go to hospital? Like that. That's so much of sometimes I feel like if you know a person need help, why can't you help? That's too much.
One call to him.
Yeah, one call. Yeah, that's my mother also always
What if he
feel.
will cut the call? What if he will not talk? What if he doesn't respond the way we want him to respond? All that question, drop it and talk to him. But before that, definitely try this. See, I feel he might be going through hell lot of stuff. He will have
Yeah,
so much in his mind, which you are not able to understand, right? There might be
yeah.
so much that he also might be wanting to talk to you or share, or maybe he feels this is not the right time, or it could be anything.
We
So
tried so much. We tried so much. How much close we were. We stayed in one house for 5 years in Bangalore. It's everyone used to treat like he's my own brother kind of thing. When my husband got married, also his aunt used to tease him. You don't think that they don't have a brother. His brother, cousin brother is very caring person. They're like a own. But when he sees all of things, he did not he feels sometimes, even I feel like, oh, what happened to all this relation? Why it's happening like this? We gave so much of time. We talked to, even when we try to talk to him, what is our thought process for this situation? For everything, there is no response kind of thing. There is everything that kind of situations. Like when we go also, last time when I went to their house, not even how are you, not even anything asked. Did Kishore came? Nothing. I felt like I want to see him, but why he did not talk to me even a single word? I like those kind of things, so much of
how
huntings.
nice, how nice it would have been if he's able to bounce back, right? That bounce back,
Yeah,
whatever it was. I mean, see, in such situations only, I feel how my mother-in-law deals with it. She expresses it right royally with all bad words in the world. She will shout or she will scream or whatever she wants to do, she'll do, and then the next moment she's all done.
yeah,
Then
that's
she
what even
had so much. This bounce back is something very difficult to bring in. But if we can bring in that one thing, our life, everybody's life around us, everything will be so beautiful. Just see
yeah,
how you can start practicing bounce back. You also might have given the same experience to someone else, a little
yeah.
bit or same intense, but you would have you, you may have to really dig deep down, but you would have given the similar experience to someone else.
I deep down maybe it would have been
Ask
with him or
sorry, yeah, ask forgiveness, and you might think that only the call or the verbal communication might connect. No, write down in a paper, write a letter to him. You don't have to post. Pour down everything, feel it. He'll be able to sense it, or at least you'll be able to let go, and you'll be ready to bounce back.
Yeah,
So
I overcome everything. Like normally, like okay, like when I think only for my many things happen. Those are all happy moments. If he's not there, also fine. When my father thing happened, it hunted like anything. Me and my sister. My sister won't mind anything normally. She's like very casual person, everything casual. She also like see. It was very difficult situation. It was like we have to travel, any one of us. He knows that everything happened. I messaged him, if you are going to Bangalore, can you take Nana also? He told, I'll go after 2 days only from hometown. Oh, that's fine. After 2 days, when you went, he knows the appointment, he knows the treatment. Like with the not even a single call. My mom also like not even a single call. How are you? That was like so much of but still on top of that, my mom did everything when they need. Why can't they understand the same way? I was like like we are doing so much. If they're not responding, do we need to continue the same thing, or do we need to stop it there? That was my question. How to I want to have that good relationship, but they are not giving that much. Like what we can do in that have to that relationship.
you should not give up because it's
Yeah,
bothering you. If it is
yeah,
not bothering you, you can give up,
okay.
right? But it is bothering you. You want to have that relationship nourished. So just try this silent technique, like this Ho'oponopono, and writing a letter and just telling him what you want to tell within your mind. Um, Look for that next opportunity wherever you can connect. It will work.
Yeah, that's true. I hope so. Let's say not only with him, like any relationship. That's what I can see. Because of that, only almost all the relationship are ending up now. I feel like they're not calling by. Like I see my father in the other way. He just call everyone weekly once. How are you? Is it everything? Only 2 words only. Even my mom used to tease, you don't have any work, you call everyone, but they'll have work. Why are you calling like that? But still, he will not. Okay, just call, how are you? 2 words. He's enjoying his life in that way. I tell my mom, why are you telling him? Let him call. He's free only. Let him call and ask 2 words.
I
That's true.
have a point, but I'll tell it next week. Okay, let's
Yeah.
sink in so much, but related to this, I will share something next week.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Geeta. So late for you, and thanks to all. Let me stop.